Glad to have you here. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. I'm Mario Gear, and before I get into today's show, could you do me a favor and consider giving me a follow on whatever platform that you found me on? Thanks. Now, on to the show. Bank of America offers a bundled EV charger with auto loans. Well, it was about time it was going to probably happen with the advent of EVs becoming mandatory, at least here in California, by 2035, and it makes sense. But let's get into this article. The banking giant is anticipating demand for the products will increase as buyers turn away from gas-powered cars. The offer begins Wednesday. Okay, let's go into it. Here we go. Bank of America Corp is offering consumers the option of financing at home electric vehicle chargers as part of their auto loans, anticipating the demand for products will increase as buyers turn away from gas powered vehicles. Yeah, somebody say they have no choice. Go figure. Let's see. The offer begins Wednesday. Fabian Terry, head of consumer vehicle products, said the bank believes it is among the first firms to provide such a service for consumers. Yeah, first one there to fleece the flock, in my opinion. Bank of America has been supporting the electrification, and we've been saying that we want to be the one of the first EV financing leaders, he said. Charging stations can cost $200 to $2,000, the Charlotte, North Carolina based bank said in a statement. The average price of an EV in the U.S. exceeds $65,000 according to Kelley Blue Book. Global cumulative investments in the charging hardware and installation is on pace to pass 100 billion in 2023. Bloomberg NEF data shows. Bank of America has rolled out other initiatives to encourage consumer move away from traditional gas consuming vehicles, including equipping more branches with charging stations and giving employees $4,000 for buying a new all electric car. Terry said more EV focused initiatives are planned for this year. Wow. Okay, let's see. Comment on what do you think? It's like, this is a money grab, obviously, for the banks, but here's a question to ask. What do you think is going to happen if the person winds up defaulting on the loan? Are they going to come into the house and rip out the charging station to repossess it? Come on. Alrighty, let's get on to the next story. Google Maps enhance EV experience with very fast charging filter, charging stop suggestions, and more. Okay. Uh, Google Maps update makes EV driving even easier. In 2021, Google Maps began rolling out features to help EV drivers plan a trip with stress free routes and charging stop recommendations, using newly developed routing algorithms to search and filter for the most convenient charging stations. The search giant took it a step further by offering more efficient and eco friendly route planning rather than just showing the typical shortest time travel. The feature was expanded to include electric vehicles in July of 2022, allowing users to find the most energy efficient routes. To make it even easier for EV drivers to get around, Google Maps got another big update in November to show EV fast charging options with 50 kilowatt or higher chargers. After seeing a more than 60% increase in EV charging stations compared to last year, Google Maps is updating its services, once again making it most efficientless or most effortless to get around in the electric vehicle. So, yeah, that's what we have there for Google Maps and EV. Everything's pointing towards going EV. Uh, I'm an old petrol head myself, so I'm still trying to get used to it, and I just don't think I can go all in. If anything, in my opinion, I'd like to go to a hybrid at the least, or an alternative fuel vehicle. Um, like I got a video in the works that I'm working on, like a gentleman, Mike Copeland, working on hydrogen powered vehicle conversion kits. So that's something to think about. So comment down below what do you guys think. Good thing, bad thing, whatever. Okay, let's move on to our next story. Tesla replaces Model Y after steering wheel fell off. Calls it Goodwill. It's crazy to think that Tesla's service initially charged $104 for a repair, and Tesla still says there was no defect and it's not liable. That's an interesting story. Let's get more into it. As was previously reported, Tesla owner Parag Patel was driving his brand new Model Y electric crossover when the steering wheel came off in his hands. Yowza. After some back and forth, Tesla has decided to replace the entire car. However, the interesting part is how the whole story unfolded. Let's get into it. The Tesla Model Y owner only had his new EV for about a week before the steering wheel detached on its own while he was driving his family on the freeway. Fortunately, he was able to pull over safely and no one was hurt. However, needless to say, the Tesla needed to be towed away. Sadly, it seems the Tesla service center was going to hold Patel responsible for the problem, initially charging him over $100 for the repair. He tweeted at Tesla CEO Elon Musk and included screenshots of his interaction with Tesla service as well as the initial bill. The service center did eventually reverse the charges for the repair. So let me get me straight. He's owned the car for about a week. He's driving it. The steering wheel falls apart. And Tesla says, yeah, here's your bill. So, really, Elon, what's your company's stance? Like, do you offer any kind of warranty on your products? Obviously, a steering wheel falling off after being a week's worth of ownership? Come on. Obviously, you did here, but you're still not admitting fault. Just call it a manufacturing defect, a part defect, or something. It's like, whatever, dude. But let's go on. Let's see. As the story goes on, while Tesla service looked into the Model Y in greater detail, Patel continued to stew over who should be responsible for such an issue, and it should be handled. He was also worried about the safety of the car in general, according to Teslarati. Patel told NewJersey.com. Patel proceeded to put out a poll asking people on Twitter to choose whether he should accept the Model Y back with the steering replaced or expect Tesla to provide him with a brand new car. Of course, Twitter users voted for a new car, and it wasn't even close. Tesla did end up replacing the Model Y with a brand new one. The EV maker also sent Patel a letter shown in a tweet above that's attached, explaining that it was going to repurchase the Model Y that had the steering wheel fall off. However, Tesla says there was no defect or non-conformity and that it actually isn't liable. But its acting in Goodwill. There has not been any related recall. Patel's new Model Y will eventually come, and Tesla promised to prioritize it. That said, at the time of the writing of this article, the company hasn't yet provided him with any details regarding a potential delivery date. Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that that's like that they should have just honored it as a warranty defect? At least it's a week old car, and it's like I in any kind of situation how you could try to spin it, I cannot see how it could be the driver owner's fault that the steering wheel fell off. Obviously, it probably was a simple fix or something like maybe one of the robots or that Tesla used for attaching the steering wheel to the steering column is out of calibration or something, or I can't even fathom what their thinking was. Um, yeah, let's get on to the next story. DMV highlights new laws for 2023 in California. Let's see about some interesting laws that come up. Notable changes in 2023. Online driver licenses renew for Californians 70 and older ends on December 31st. Bummer. Let's see. New requirements for permanent disabled person parking placards renewals. Let's see. Let's see. A consumer notice for semi-autonomous vehicles. Dealers and manufacturers that sell new passenger vehicles equipped with a partial driving autonomous feature or provide any software updates or vehicle upgrade to such a feature are required to give a clear description of its functions and limitations. The law also prohibits a manufacturer or dealer from deceptively marketing a feature. Okay. Let's see. Here's a enhanced safeguards for bicycle riders. Drivers are now required to change into another available lane when possible to pass cyclists, building on the current requirement for drivers to give cyclists at least 3 feet of space when passing. The law also permits Class 3 e-bike riders to use approved bike paths and trails, bikeways, and bicycle lanes. In addition to starting on January 1st, 2024, the new law allows cyclists to cross an intersection when a walk sign is on. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, here's something good that's been plaguing the industry. Ban on sideshows at parking facilities. So, parking lots across the state are now included with public roads as locations where street racing and sideshows are banned. Another law passed in 2021 allows courts to suspend an individual's driver's license for violating this ban beginning on July 1st, 2025. Let's see. Crackdown on catalytic converter theft. These laws enhance requirements on recyclers to keep specific records of catalytic converters they receive and on the authorized parties that sell used catalytic converters. These laws are aimed to reduce increased theft of catalytic converters and help keep California and their cars safer. Well, my only gripe on that one is back in the day when I would dispose of catalytic converters, I had to provide my ID as well as a thumbprint. So I don't know what other requirements that these recyclers need to do. It's like, what, DNA, sample? Come on. Whatever. And there's a couple of laws also honoring veterans. Let's read about those. Veteran designation on driver license. This law eliminates the $5 fee for obtaining a military veteran designation on a driver license or identification card. Yay, helping out our veterans who've served our nation. Great. Total exemption for certain veterans. This law exempts vehicles registered to veterans displaying specialized license plates from paying tolls on roads, bridges, highways, vehicular crossings, or other toll facilities. The exemption applies only to vehicles with license plates that are issued to a disabled veteran, Pearl Harbor survivor, prisoner of war, or a veteran who has received distinguishing designations such as the Purple Heart or Congressional Medal of Honor. Yay. California politicians actually got something decent right. And here's some interesting stuff. Advancing motorization. Digital notices and remote renewals for some transactions. This law allows customers to receive certain DMV notices electronically, which previously had been required to be mailed. If they opt in, it will also remove the requirement that a vehicle's salesperson's license be renewed in person, which will enable the DMV to establish a renewal program that allows for consecutive con, yeah, consecutive remote vehicle sales license renewals. The law will help save time, paper, and reduce the number of transactions needed to be completed at a field office. Now, here is the interesting one that I found that was interesting. Alternative to conventional license plate stickers, tabs, and registration cards. The DMV will create a new ongoing program that allows entities to issue alternatives such as digital license plates, vinyl front license plate wraps, and digital registration cards. Since 2015, the current pilot program has enrolled more than 19,000 customers for digital license plates, more than 5,000 customers for vinyl license plates, and less than 100 customers for e-registration. The DMV will work on regulations to govern how the requirements for the permanent program will be implemented. And here is a first example of a company already authorized who's selling digital license plate stickers, so wraps. So, if you're worried about drilling holes into your bumper cover, here's your answer here now in California. Slap on a vinyl sticker representation of your license plate. Here are some examples here. And, yeah. And I guess there's a video here on YouTube explaining it. So, there we go. Have that. Whatnot. So, at the moment, break for a channel supporting message, and we'll be right back. Hey, I want to take a moment to introduce you and let you guys know about our Amazon storefront that I have. By having the storefront, it's one additional way for me to earn commissions on products I recommend and introduce to you, my viewers. That goes towards help supporting the channel with various operating costs, be it my paying for my ISP to equipment and gear and products to purchase for future reviews. Yeah, so I'll have a link in the video description where you can check out the storefront. And if there's something that in particular that you want, um, and you want to support the channel that you're going to be ordering from Amazon anyway, reach out to me via DMs on Instagram or via email to contact me with a particular product that you're interested in ordering from Amazon, and I can generate an affiliate link for you to where it doesn't cost you anything. You can use that affiliate link, and you make the purchase, and in one small way, doesn't cost you anything outside of what you already spend money on to help purchase and support us here at GearVlogz through the Amazon affiliate program. So, yeah, thanks for taking this moment, and back to the show. All right, our first automotive YouTuber video review that we're talking about is from Mighty Car Mods, and basically here they in this particular video they're doing a project where kind of like a engine swap build, and since they're based in Australia, they wind up flying over to Japan to a wrecking yard just to find the parts that they need, disassemble the parts that they needed off of the engine, slap it all together, or the parts that they needed, into a suitcase, and flew back in a matter of less than 24 hours back to Australia because they were under the gun. And here you see them fabricating and transferring parts and whatnot in this video. So it's definitely worth the check out. I can't wait for part 3 so I can check them out. But yeah, definitely check out Mighty Car Mods' video. Link to this video as well as everything, all the articles mentioned in this video will be in the video descriptions or show descriptions. Okay, let's go on to the next video. Here we have Jalopnik basically talking about a Buick LeSabre, and frankly, to be honest, this video didn't do me any justice whatsoever. It's a pass. I'll just leave it at that. Better next time, Jalopnik. Okay. Next story here, we have Super Speedster Rob. Apparently he shows in this particular video behind the scenes of filming of a new TV show that's being filmed for Netflix or Amazon, one of the two, starring Mr. JWW as well as Adam LZ and Colette Davis, I believe. And in this video here, he talks about how he was able to get a local. Obviously this video takes place in Las Vegas. Is being filmed in Las Vegas, and Rob was able to get a loaner Skyline GTR for this particular episode to be featured in it. So yeah, definitely, it's kind of like a behind the scenes type of video, So definitely worth checking out for him. Let's go on to the next one. Here we have a gentleman talking about, basically it's a shorts talking about the cost of owning a McLaren and the high cost. So yeah, definitely check it out and you decide. Here we have basically DDE talking about their twin turbo Ferrari, and you're seeing it running, and yeah, just check it out. And here we have Donut Media talking about basically doing a walk around on a supercharged Escalade. So yeah, do that one. And here we have Ed Bullion from VinWiki talking about why you should not speed in Arkansas. Like I said, links will be in the video description. And last, we have Vehicle Virgins finding a perfectly good Mark V Supra in Dubai for sale at a wrecking auto auction. So exactly what was wrecked on this car, I have no idea, but there you go. Definitely worth it. Um, yeah.